Hello and selamat datang and welcome to our next video. This is actually the starting of a new series that I wanted to start based on one of my previous videos, the crispy noodle one, whereby I use spaghetti with the help of a little magic ingredient. As you can see, I made a whole batch. This is baked baking soda, just to be clear, not to be confused with baking powder. This is a very strong powder to make to be able to substitute for lye water or kan sui. And don't get it on your hands, don't even try and touch it. It's acidic, it's not safe. So what I would like to do is test out different spaghetti noodles to come up with a form of cheap budget noodles, which that you can use for any kind of thing. I've tried a bunch of it. I will not give you too much of a spoiler alert, but today I'm trying spaghettini. We already tried spaghetti in that previous video with crispy noodles. There are some things that I would like to change. I'll mention it also further on. But today's first noodle that we're going to do with this is spaghettini. I've got boiling water boiling, so you can see it's been boiled and it's boiling like crazy. So we're just going to drop the fire on that, and I'm just going to quickly get a spoon and throw in our baking soda. I don't know how much noodles I'm going to use. This is my lunch actually. But so we're going to go. Let's stop. Oops, look for the fizzle and the bubble. So we're just going to use about a bit over 1.5. I will not touch that. Let's just wipe it off. Okay, and then I've got my noodles in, and I don't even know how much to cook for myself. It's sometimes a bit fun. As you can see, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with having to budget how much noodles or how to budget noodles. How do you guys manage it? Do you use it one of those handles with holes to be able to estimate? I just go by, I don't know, gut feel or whatever. So this is my lunch, I hope. It's a lot of noodles, but I'm a big boy, I guess. Let's just let it boil, and I'll come back and show you how we go. Okay, so this has been boiling for about slightly longer than 10 minutes, and I want it very well cooked, so it's a bit over al dente now. I just want to boil it a bit more. Basically I had to add water 2 or 3 times, as I mentioned previously in my previous video. With cooking with this type of soda, you have to make sure that you keep an eye on the water levels. Otherwise, the thicker it is, the stronger the taste will be of the kan sui. So you just need to keep an eye. Obviously, don't boil it over as well, because it also has a tendency to boil over. Looks good. I'm going to drain this, and then I'm going to just make a quick sauce because this is my lunch. But first impressions, as I was testing it, it looks very similar to spaghetti. So you ask me, spaghettini and spaghetti, and I'll say interchangeable. So nothing really different between the both of them. Use case, interchangeable as well. I'm just going to make an easy sauce for it, like a corn low. So in theory it's supposed to be thinner than spaghetti, but I don't know, it looks the same. You tell me, does it? It looks the same. So just going to rinse this up, drain it, and then make a quick sauce for lunch. So what am I going to, I've washed it and basically rinsed it out. So what sauce am I going to put? Pepper, simple stuff. Maggi sauce, oyster sauce, lau gan ma, which I'll add here at the end. I'm going to put some tahini as well to give it a bit of a different thing. I don't mind that. It hasn't been shaken in a while. Did I already put this? No, I did not. So dump it in. So it's really easy. And I would not recommend this as a corn noodle substitute. It's fine. I need some oil, otherwise it's going to stick. So I'm putting some sesame oil. I also add a bit of I've got some garlic oil on as well, so I'm just going to put that on. And that's really everything that I need for lunch. Yeah, so quick lunch meal. As you can see, it looks like ramen, like yellow noodles. Yeah, I really can't really tell the difference between this and spaghetti. So first test, this works definitely. Yeah, interchangeable with spaghetti, but nothing great, honestly. So let's move on to the next one. So now we go to our second type of noodle. I've got water boiling again. Introducing capellini, or you may probably know it better through the name angel hair. This is a much thinner one, and I've tried with a similar noodle, so I know this is going to work. So that's kind of a sneak peek there already. But the general idea is to get something like wonton min type of consistency, which I'm already able to tell you will work. But yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's just jump to what I'm going to do. Yeah, because the cooking time is much shorter because the pasta is much thinner. So we are only going to be able to need normal baking soda. So you don't even need the baked baking soda stuff that I was using. About 1 teaspoon of this into boiling water that I already have. Yeah, it's going to, yeah, that's going to happen. So yeah, just be warned about your water levels. So it's agitating the heat, and yeah, that's completely normal. So I've got that ready, and now I'm just going to toss in the noodles. Same rules apply. Watch your water levels, watch the boiling ratio, watch what's happening. Don't just leave it, you know. It's not going to end well, particularly with the noodle itself. So again, same problem. I don't know how much to put as usual. I'm just going to take it stuff out and dump. I should probably introduce you to the friend I have here. My dish that I'm actually cooking up together with the noodles. Just a simple cauliflower stew kind of thing dish. So I've got that already, and I'm going to let the noodles cook. So yeah, I'll be back in a while when the noodles done or doing. Alright, one more thing before I end this section. I just want to show you my end result for my lunch. Introduce these super crispy kale air fried chips that my wife's been making. It's super good, and it's super easy now. So that's going to be my lunch. Now moving on to the next one. Now, so the noodles are done. I've oiled it up a bit with some sesame oil, also to give it a different flavor. I put some what do you call it? My head's not working so well. Some truffle oil, yes, some truffle oil, just to give it a different kind of flavor. Also because this needs to be vegetarian. So yeah, something, a different type of taste. So I'm just giving it a basic flavor, so it's not too plain, even when mixed with that. But yeah, you can see it's got, it can easily pass for wonton min, honestly speaking. In fact, here's a little trick. Let me put some cooking caramel, or you will obviously be familiar with this by now. Except I managed to, yeah, it sticks because it's sugar, so the cap sticks on super well. Yeah, did too good of a job. So let's do this. Yeah, I don't know, stirring with a spoon is the smartest thing to do. Let me easily fix that. Chopsticks. So just to show you the texture, and yeah, it really is. You just have to make sure, similar to wonton min, that it doesn't stick. So yeah, it's getting the color out and making sure. I had to rinse it fairly with a bit of water, just to wash out the soda smell and taste. That's something to always be aware about when you're making this. But look at that, that works. and honestly, compared, I don't know about the price of wonton min where you are, but where I am, it's not cheap. And you can buy this pack of spaghetti, angel hair spaghetti. You get it for like at most, that's nice, at most €2 for a pack of 500 grams, and you can easily buy the same amount of wonton min, but only half the amount in a pack of wonton min. So This works really well as a budget option. So yeah, that's your wonton mee replacement. Angel hair spaghetti, also called capellini. I'll show you a couple more. So next to the next type of noodle, this is spaghettoni. Yeah, and I'm very curious about this one because I'm actually having a lot of high hopes on this, and I'll explain it later. But I have a feeling this is the normal spaghetti, and this is spaghettoni. It's supposed to be a bit thicker, and I think yes, it is slightly thicker, but it's not to the thickness of what I would have thought. Maybe for Hokkien mee, this would not work. But I'm more thinking, and here's a sneak preview. I'm more thinking about something like a yi mein replacement, which I already have an idea, and I'm working on the recipe right now actually. But I think this will work because yeah, it's a bit thicker, and I want that slight bit of thickness for what I think I'm going to do. As for whether or not I could get Hokkien mee, I'm looking for bucatini. Bucatini is really thick, much thicker, and I suspect that could work. So we will see if I find that and can use this. So this is the baked baking soda. I'm putting 1 spoon because it's not so much today, maybe a bit more. Yeah, I probably need to increase the amount of water I have in there. It's a bit cloudy because can you guess which recipe I was working on before this? So yeah, got the water running. I'm just going to go dump in spaghettoni, and we will come back and see what the results look like. So I'm just going to get this started, and let's see how this goes. But it's more or less the same as spaghetti. I mean, the sneak preview is you've already seen it work in the imi or the crispy noodles recipe. But yeah, I'm just going to revise this a bit, and let's see how this goes. So set it in to boil, and then let's see. So the spaghettoni has been drained. I cooked it barely cooked. So yeah, because I'm going to go air fry this in my next recipe. Follow that and see how I do that. But yeah, I think as a yi mein potential substitute, I think it looks great. Look at that. Yeah, I think it will work. So yeah, I'm calling this as a success. You can follow the rest of this recipe. I'm going to go oil it and then air fry. You can follow the rest of this, like I said, in the money recipe. So let's move on. I would like to find bucatini. I'll see if I can find it, but my next noodle is probably going to be my favorite. I'll talk about it in the next one. So we're going to do that noodle soon. And before that, as usual, baking soda. Just about 1 teaspoon. As you can see from, I'm going to do a little preview with this macaroni. This Italian macaroni noodles. I'm going to do a little preview with that. Because I have an idea it may work like bucatini, but let's see. I just want to test it out. But this will probably, if it works or not, we'll probably do this in a future recipe. Yeah. Yes. So it's boiling water. We put in the soda. Let's wait. So coming back to this, the macaroni is almost done, so I'm going to start cooking my noodles. I'm going to go with 3 because I've got a couple of people to feed. But yeah, this noodle goes quite well. It's really fast because, as you can see, it's super thin. It's fragile. It's basically like a thinner version of wonton mee, if you want to look at it like that. But yeah, it cooks super fast, so it's really fast, and yeah, it's basically like wonton mee. So yeah, I'm just going to cook that in a couple of minutes. It'll be done. The usual drain, rinse, and I'm going to oil it and flavor it. That's it. See you in a bit. So yeah, this has been rinsed, and I'm just going to put up some oil, some garlic oil, and then some sesame oil. Very simple stuff. We're just going to go with this, and then just to show you how simple, just this. I don't even bother with the caramel sauce, so I'm just going with this, and that's it. Done. As you can see from the results, I mean, it took less than 5 minutes to cook this, and I can tell you, it'll be as good as any wonton dish. So that's the end of the series, World Ramen. A hidden part and a sneak preview is the macaroni one, so I'll probably do that as a separate noodle later. But yeah, I'm quite curious how that will turn out, so stay tuned for that. And besides that, thank you for watching. Yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks very much to the first bunch of subscribers. Please comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Until the next one, jemput makan, and see you. Bye.